There's a last pew by the window where the sunlight touches down, and every Sunday morning grace still gathers in that town. Eleanor Gray came in late each week with work-worn hands and tired feet. She slipped inside when the choir would start, with a folded coat and a guarded heart. She never stood where people stared, never asked for help, never asked for prayer. But old Pastor James would always smile, like heaven had been waiting all the while. Some wounds don't speak in public places, some tears hide behind familiar faces, but the Father sees what others miss, and mercy often starts like this. In the last pew by the window, where the broken came to breathe, there was room enough for sorrow, room enough to still believe. When the world felt cold and faith was hard to see, Jesus sat beside her in the last pew by the window seat. Eleanor once had a daughter named Rose, with summer eyes and Sunday clothes. But a winter road and a midnight rain left Eleanor carrying years of pain. She blamed herself for every mile, for every call she missed a while. And though the town had tried to care, grief's built walls around the air. But every hymn that softly rose found cracks where buried heartache goes, and every sermon plain and true planted hope where sorrow grew. In the last pew by the window, where the broken came to breathe, there was room enough for sorrow, room enough to still believe. When the world felt cold and faith was hard to see, Jesus sat beside her in the last pew by the window seat. One Sunday near the end of May, a little girl came down the aisle halfway, with tangled curls and a paper rose drawn in crayon on her Sunday clothes. She handed Eleanor that folded page, then ran back quick to her mama's place. It said, "Miss Ellie, please don't cry. My grandma says God keeps love alive." Eleanor held that paper tight as dust turned gold in the window light, and for the first time in 7 years, she let the Lord come near her tears. Some healing comes like thunder rolls, some like a child with a paper rose, some like sunlight on wooden floors, or a savior knocking at locked doors. No grief too deep, no shame too wide, no lonely heart he won't sit beside. Every pew, every road, every soul beneath the load can find a place in mercy's care. For God is already waiting there. in the last pew by the window seat. Through the glass, across the rain, Mercy whispered her daughter's name. Jesus sat beside her in the last pew by the window seat. There was a letter in the hymnal on the third row left-hand side, folded up between the pages where old prayers learn to hide. Josephine cleaned the little church with cotton gloves and a heart that hurt. She swept the aisle and dusted every pew, while the morning sun came breaking through. Her daughter Emily had left that town with angry words and her suitcase brown. Said, "Mama, don't pray me back again." Then disappeared beyond the county bend. But Josephine still set her place, still whispered mercy, still asked for grace. And every Sunday, soft and slow, she sang the hymn her child used to know. There was a letter in the hymnal where the tear-stained pages turn, a quiet little testimony of how long a mother burned. When the road was cold and love felt far away, God kept hope alive in the words she couldn't say. There was a letter in the hymnal, and heaven heard her pray. Years went by with no return, only candles left to burn. Emily chased a city sky, but every dream there passed her by. She worked 3 jobs and slept alone, changed her number, changed her home. But shame can follow like a train, through every station, through every rain. Then one night near Christmas Eve, she found a memory hard to leave, a church bell ringing through the snow. Emily came home in the early spring when dogwood branches started opening. The chapel door was unlocked and wide with golden dust in the morning light. She sat down where she used to sit, reached for the hymnal worn and split, and there between Amazing Grace she found her mama's hand on a folded page. It said, "My child, wherever you roam, the Father still can lead you home. And if I'm gone before you see, know that love has waited faithfully." Some prayers are spoken out loud, some rise quiet beneath the crowd. Some are folded, some are worn, some wait years to be reborn. And every page that mercy turns, every wounded heart that learns, is held by one who never leaves, who plants new songs in those who grieve. There was a letter in the hymnal where the tear-stained pages turn, a quiet little testimony of how long a mother burned. When the road was cold and love felt far away, God kept hope alive in words she couldn't say. There was a letter in the hymnal, and heaven heard her pray. There was a letter in the hymnal, and a daughter on her knees, crying through the old words, "Lord, remember me." And the God who saves every soul that's gone astray brought Emily back home through the word she found that day. By the altar, through the rain, grace was calling her by name. There was a letter in the hymnal, and heaven heard her pray. He was driving down a worn-out road with a past he never told. Every mile just pulled him back to the life he tried to leave. She was standing by the door, waiting like she had before. Every night she hoped and prayed he would find his way back home. Two hearts walking separate ways, both were calling out in pain. Two roads leading far apart, two broken searching hearts. But there's a grace that finds its way through the night into the day. Two lives lost in different places, both in need of saving grace. And in time they come to see love was there to set them free. there's a grace that finds its way through the night into the day. Two lives lost in different places, both in need of saving grace. And in time they come to see love was there to set them free. Miles apart but not alone, every prayer was leading were torn apart, now lead back to one new start. Every tear and every scar brought them right to where they are. Two lives changed by unseen grace found their way to the same place. Now they stand and finally see love was there to set them free. This is not the road I planned. This is hard to understand. Every step feels unsure. Nothing feels the same as before. There are days I feel the weight of the trials I must face. Still I know within my soul you are here, you're in control. Praise today, even when I lose my way through the storm. Abide with me, oh gentle light, through shadowed vale and darkest night, when weary steps no longer see the path ahead. Stay close to me. When earthly strength begins to fade and hope seems lost in doubt and shade, your quiet voice still calls my name and leads me on forever same. Abide with me, oh faithful guide, in you alone I shall abide. Through storm or calm, through loss or gain, your love remains. Your love remains. No fleeting joy, no passing day can take your steadfast love away. Through changing times and shifting sand, I stand secure within your hand. Abide with me, your faithful guide, in you alone I shall abide. Through storm or calm, through loss or gain, your love remains. Your love remains. Eternal hope, my soul shall sing to Christ my Lord, my God, my King. Abide with me, oh faithful guide, in you alone I shall abide. Through storm or calm, through loss or gain, your love remains. Your love remains. Your love remains. There were nights I felt alone, walking roads I didn't know. Every step I tried to take felt like more than I could face. I was there, though you couldn't see, every step right next to me. I kept searching far and wide, trying hard to find the light. Didn't know it was so near, didn't know that you were here. I was lost inside my fear, still your voice was drawing near. You never let me walk alone, never left me on my Even when I walked away, you were with me anyway. Every road that felt so wrong still was where I led you on. I can see it clearer now. You don't need to question how. You never let me walk alone, never left me on my own. Through the dark, through the night, you were there to be my light. Every step, every road, you were there to share the load. night so clear, cold wind whispering in my ear. Didn't know where I would go, just knew I couldn't stay no more. Every step felt out of place, every shadow knew my face. I kept walking, head down low, trying not to let it show. Then the silence broke inside, something shifted in my mind. I didn't know you were there, in the dark, in the air. Looking back, I see it now. You were with me all along. Every road I thought I chose led me where I needed most. Even when I couldn't see, you were right there next to me. I didn't know you were there, through the silence, through the fear. In the night, in the fall, you were with me through it all. I didn't see, I didn't hear, but your voice was always near. Now I know, now I see, you were always leading me. Every tear I cried alone, every road I thought was my own. You were writing something new, even when I never knew. I didn't know you were there, through the silence, through the fear. In the night, in the fall, you were with me through it all. I didn't see, I didn't hear, but your voice was always near. Now I know, now I see, you were always leading me. I didn't know you were when the road feels cold and long, and the night won't let me rest. Every doubt inside my heart puts my faith to the test. There were days I lost my way, couldn't see beyond the rain, but your voice would call me back through the sorrow and the pain. Hold on to the light, don't let go. Even when the wind starts to blow, through the dark, you're leading me to the place I'm meant to be. Hold on to the truth in your word. Every promise promise I have heard, I will trust, I will believe you are all I'll ever need. Of what may come, every step is in your plan, and your will is being done. Hold on to the light, don't let go. Even when the wind starts to blow through the dark, you're leading me to the place I'm meant to be.
Chapel bell was quiet, the fields were cracked and dry, but somewhere past the thunderheads, mercy filled the sky. Lala Jane kept flowers by the church front door, though the garden hadn't bloomed since the spring before. She swept the steps every Saturday night, lit 2 candles by the altar light. Her husband used to sing in the second row with a baritone voice that could shake your soul. But he'd gone home one winter dawn, and still she came with her Sunday dress on. Some folks wondered how she kept her faith, with sorrow written softly on her face. But she'd smile and say, the Lord still knows where every broken hallelujah goes. Then the rain came down on Sunday over the old church roof, falling like forgiveness, falling like the truth. It washed the dust from every window, turned the dry fields green. When the rain came down on Sunday, was more than something seen. The town had prayed through a summer long with empty wells and weary songs. Farmers stood beneath the copper sun, counting rows where the harvest hadn't come. Little Sam from the county line brought his jar of nickels and a paper sign. It read, "For rain, if heaven hears." And Lila smiled through tender tears. She placed that jar beneath the cross, beside all hope that looked almost lost, and said, "Child, faith is planting seeds before the clouds are what you see." Then the rain came down on Sunday over the old church roof, falling like forgiveness, falling like the truth. It washed the dust from every window, turned the dry fields green when the rain came down on Sunday. Grace was more than something seen. That morning no one came in late. Every pew was full by 8:30. The choir wore blue, the sky wore gray, and thunder rolled 2 miles away. Lila stood to sing alone, a hymn her husband used to know. Her voice was thin, but it did not break, like a candle burning for mercy's sake. And when she sang, "Lord, lead me on," the whole church slowly joined the song. Then through the sound of prayer and praise, the first drop touched the window pane. Some miracles come rushing fast, some take years to bloom at last. Some look like rain on a wooden floor, or a widow walking through one more door. Some answers fall from a clouded sky, some grow quiet where old tears dry. But every prayer, no matter how small, is heard by the Father of us all. Church roof, falling like forgiveness, falling like the truth. It washed the dust from every window, turned the dry fields green when the rain came down on Sunday. Grace was more than something seen. The rain came down on Sunday like a hymn from heaven's hands, over graves and garden rows, over every thirsty land. And the God who sees the sparrow and the seed beneath the clay sent mercy through the thunder on that blessed Sunday rain. Ooh, the fields grew green, the river rose, and every heart found hope to hold. Ooh, the rain came down on Sunday. Grace was more than something seen. There's a road that climbs past the cedar trees, where the morning fog hangs low, and an old brass bell in a white frame church still sings to the valley below. Martha Lee was the postman's wife, with silver hair and a gentle smile. She knew every name on Cedar Hill, every broken gate and windowsill. She carried letters through rain and heat, past tobacco barns and fields of wheat, and tucked a prayer in her coat each day for every house along the way. She said, some folks write what they cannot say, some hearts wait years for one kind phrase, but Jesus reads the lines between every sorrow left unseen. When the bell rang over Cedar Hill, the whole town stopped and the air stood still, like heaven calling through the pines, saying, child, you are still mine. When the road was steep and hope was hard to feel, grace came rolling through the valley. When the bell rang over Cedar Hill. One autumn day near harvest time, Martha found a letter with no return line, addressed to a man named Samuel Reed, who lived alone by the cottonwood trees. He hadn't spoken much since his daughter left, carried old regrets like a stone in his chest. Folks would wave, but he turned away, lost in words he never got to say. Martha placed that letter in his hand. He trembled like he could barely stand, and when he read the first line there, his eyes filled up like answered prayer. When the bell rang over Cedar Hill, the whole town stopped and the air stood still, like heaven calling through the pines, saying, child, you are still mine. When the road was steep and hope was hard to feel, grace came rolling through the valley. When the bell rang over Cedar Hill. The letter said, Daddy, I'm coming home. I've been tired of living all alone. I don't know if forgiveness waits, but I'll be there by the old church gate. That Sunday morning, the clouds hung low. Samuel stood where the wildflowers grow, and when a blue car came up slow, he ran like mercy down that road. No sermon preached, no choir began, just a father holding his child again. And Martha wiped her tears away as the church bell woke the hills that day. Some bells ring out for weddings bright, some for souls who found the light, some for storms that pass us by, some for tears we no longer hide. But every sound of grace we hear, every call that draws us near, is the Father saying, come back home. You never had to walk alone.
stood still, like heaven calling through the pines, saying, "Child, you are still mine." When the road was steep and hope was hard to feel, grace came rolling through the valley. When the bell rang over Cedar Hill, when the bell rang over Cedar Hill, broken hearts began to heal. Old regrets fell like autumn leaves, and love became something they could believe. So when you're far and your wounds feel real, listen for the Savior calling, like a bell over Cedar Hill. Past the pines, past the rain, mercy still calls every name. The bell rang over Cedar Hill. Child, you are still mine.
Banjo rolls softly underneath, fiddle enters with a lonely dawn melody. A bright bass comes in warm and slow, light drums build gently before vocal. Before the sun touched the water tower, before the fields turned gold, a train whistle cried through the valley like a prayer from long ago. Nora Jean worked the diner by the tracks, pouring black coffee while the world rolled past. She knew every farmer, drifter, and child, every tired face that stayed a while. Her daddy drove freight for 30 years through mountain fog and midnight fears. He'd say, "Child, when the rails look long, let the Lord keep your heart in song." But time laid silence on his chair, left his old cat hanging there. And every morning before daybreak came, Nora whispered Jesus' name. When the train whistle cried at dawn, it sounded like mercy moving on through the valley, past the pain, calling hope by another name. When the night was heavy and the road felt long, she heard heaven singing in the train whistle at dawn. One rainy Tuesday near the county line, a young girl walked in with frightened eyes, a baby wrapped in a faded blue shawl, and no one waiting for her at all. Nora set a plate beside her hand, said, "You don't have to explain where you've been." The girl just cried and shook her head, "I don't know how to go home again." Nora pulled her daddy's Bible down from a shelf where the old hymnal's brown. Said, "Grace don't ask how far you've gone, it only asks you to come back home." When the train whistle cried at dawn, it sounded like mercy moving on through the valley, past the plain, calling hope by another name. When the night was heavy and the road felt long, she heard heaven singing in the train whistle at dawn. Weeks turned warm and the girl stayed near, washing dishes through her quiet tears. The baby laughed by the window light while trains roll west through the fading night. And one morning with the sky still gray, a letter came from 2 towns away. Her mama wrote, "Child, come home to me. There's still a place beneath the family tree." Nora watched her pack that old cloth bag, tucked a biscuit in a paper sack, then prayed beside the station sign, "Lord, keep her heart close to thine." Some tracks lead out, some tracks lead in, some carry sorrow, some carry grace again. Some prayers ride still through fog and rain, till love arrives at the end of pain. And even when the morning hides behind the clouds we cannot climb, the Father sees a road ahead and sends His light where fear has spread. When the train whistle cried at dawn, it sounded like mercy moving on through the valley past the pain, calling hope by another name. When the night was heavy and the road fell long, she heard heaven singing in the train whistle at dawn. When the train whistle cried at dawn, broken hearts kept traveling on, past regret, past goodbye, toward the grace that never dies. And the God who guides every soul withdrawn still calls His children home through the train whistle at dawn. Past the fields, past the rain, mercy rolls like a southbound train. She heard heaven singing in the train whistle at dawn.
Was a winter in my soul, where the warmth had lost its hold. Every branch was standing bare, every breath a quiet prayer. Then the spring began to rise in the corners of my eyes. Little signs I couldn't see started waking up in me. Through the cold and through the rain, something new began again. Through the changing of the seasons, you were always by my side. In the breaking, in the healing, you were there to be my guide. places I let go. Now the autumn softly falls, golden leaves like gentle calls, telling me to trust the flow of the things I cannot hold. Every ending has its grace, every step a sacred place. Through the changing of the seasons, you are always by my side. In the breaking, in the healing, you were there to be my guide. Every storm and every sunrise, every loss and every gain, told a story I am living through the sunshine and the rain. Nothing lost is ever gone, in your hands it carries seasons, you were always by my side. In the breaking, in the healing, you were there to be my guide. Every storm and every sunrise, every loss and every gain, told a story I am living through the sunshine and the rain. Through the seasons, there's a road beneath the rain, where the red clay turns to stone, and every weary traveler finds they're not alone. And Naomi Hale kept walking after dark, with an old brown coat and a wounded heart. The farmhouse lights were miles behind, and thunder rolled across the county line. She left a note on the kitchen chair, said I need to breathe some different air. But truth was heavy in her trembling hands, like she was running from all she couldn't understand. Sometimes grief can sound like blame, sometimes silence carries shame, but the Lord still hears the breaking soul when words are buried deep below. On the road beneath the rain, mercy met her in the pain, past the ditches, past the fields, past the wounds she couldn't heal. When the night was cold and hope was hard to claim, Jesus walked beside her on the road beneath the rain. Her brother Daniel had come home late from years of fighting his own mistakes. He brought apologies wrapped in fear, but Naomi couldn't let him near. Their daddy's land had split in two, like old hurt
church by Willow Creek, with muddied boots and shaking knees. And there beneath the sycamore, Daniel stood like he'd been waiting there before. He said, I followed when I saw you leave, not to stop you, just to make you see. I never wanted half that land, I only wanted my sister back again. The rain came down like holy tears, washing through the wasted years. And Naomi felt the stone inside break apart where grace could rise. Some healing starts without a song, some forgiveness takes the long way home. Some brothers cry, some sisters kneel, some wounds need rain before they heal. And the Savior waits on every road where heavy hearts can lay their load. No valley too low, no night too wide for the love of God to reach inside. On the road beneath the rain, mercy met them in the pain. Past the ditches, past the fields, past the wounds they couldn't heal. When the night was cold and hope was hard to claim, Jesus walked beside them on the road beneath the rain. On the road beneath the rain, two old hearts were born again. Pride fell down like autumn leaves, and love became what they believed. So when your soul feels lost and you can't outrun the ache, the Lord may meet you gently on the road beneath the rain. By the bridge through the storm, grace was waiting to bring them home. Jesus walked beside them on the road beneath the rain. I used to walk a lonely road, carrying a heavy load, trying hard to be enough, but never feeling strong enough. Every night I questioned why every dream just passed me by. I was searching for a light somewhere in the endless night. Then I heard a voice so clear, calling me to leave my fear. This is my story now, I'm not who I was before. Every chain that held me down doesn't hold me anymore. This is my story now, grace has changed my every step. I was lost but now I'm found, and I won't forget.
where pain once lived. Now I see a different view. Everything has been made